Numbu is going to talk about IPOB. Tifnumbu is going to talk about Biafra. But guess what? He is going to add salt to injury. Ikene Shatabandu, the Keneri, the new choir master of 2023 political charade. Fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, special advisor to Bokwari on condolences visit, burial arrangement, and trader money. Popularly and generally known as Agbowoni Baba Oja. He has already composed some new songs that he will be singing to you as he turned motivational speaker running for president in 2023. Now, within their camp, see how limited it has become and see why they are running to the north for validation. Tifnumbu won't get the Igbo votes. The PDP, Papa destroying Peking, people destroying people. They want Igbo votes that they have abused. Igbos have stopped voting. Voter apathy in Igbo land, which has become so escalated after the onslaught on IPOB. So Tifnumbu and gang, they don't need the Igbo vote. And they will not want to say any nice thing about the Igbos or the Biafrans or the IPOB so that they don't want to offend the FEG inside the asshole rock. Bokwari. And to them, they can do without them. But guess what? Within them, as they live in denial, Ikene Shatabandu, fake Pastor Ruga, is not slowing down. Osun State, they already have the faction there. Ogun State, where dubious Dapo is shaving their head as we speak. Some of them are complaining. But you know what? The people that are complaining are the people that are not in dubious Dapo, APC, Egbekegbe's government. People are lamenting. And then if you know the history of how dubious Dapo became governor of Ogun State, instead of the favorites, Ibikunle Omoamoshi, the former Akotileta Arungun Oke Moson, who is now the senator in Abuja, then Ibikunle Omoamoshi wanted to, wanted his successor to be his own protege, his own, proxy. Somehow, his friend, Dubious Dapo, that has no political structure, but he had one thing going for him then. It was fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu. They managed Oshiomole, being the party chairman. They managed. Ibikunle Omoamoshi won the primary election, being the one in government, and at the same time being the one controlling the party in Ogun State. Ibikunle Omoamoshi is the closest crumb ass liquor to Bokwari in Daura, always been. How could he get shortchanged? That could only happen when Ikene Shatabandu got involved. Sorry if this is kind of making you feel bored. I'm trying to wind you up. You see all those Tifnumbu, fake Pastor Ruga supporters and the rest of them. The reason why I keep going on and on is that I want to rile them up. As they are watching the video, it's going to make them feel like, shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth. Don't talk to him like that. And I like making them feel angry. You know, when you are just angry and people in your house, they don't know why you are mad. They say, wait, but Daddy, what are you watching now that you are just getting angry? Turn it off now if that person is making you angry. Mommy Kunle, if Daddy Kunle is angry, watching Mayegun, is because I'm talking to him. He is a closet Buhari idiot. Sorry if that makes you feel somehow, okay? I know my audience and I know those I'm directing that at. So they live in denial. As we speak, I don't know where the loyalty of a dubious Dapo is going to be. I can tell you, free of charge, it is likely going to be with Pastor Ruga. So in Ogun State, some people are trying to beat dubious Dapo to it. That person, his name is Boyega Nosiru Isiaka, GNI. So in Ogun State, as we speak, the dubious Dapo team, they are pretending to support Aṣíwájú àwọn olè, Aṣíwájú àwọn gbéwiri, the Arokeshe of Bodilon. They are pretending to be supporting him for president. While Boyega Nasiru Isiaka, the one that Gbewiri Daniel, the former governor as well, wanted to succeed him. And since it couldn't happen, he crossed over to APC. And now Dubious Dakpo is the governor. And now the APC is also divided between Aṣíwájú àwọn olè and fake Pastor Ruga. They won't tell you this they won't tell you this in church. They won't tell you this in mosque. They won't tell you this on your TV. That is why when you are listening to me right now, just like, what is my ego talking? I decided to give it a life because it's true. The point I'm making is that even the Southwest, that Tifnumbu, they want you to believe that Tifnumbu has in his pocket, they inside his pocket. You see that pocket, don't they inside them. And I'm waiting cause the hole. They don't cut the hole inside the pocket. Now Pastor Ruga cut them. They have Pastor Ruga faction in Kwara. They have Pastor Ruga faction in Oshun. They have Pastor Ruga faction in Lagos. They have Pastor Ruga faction in Ekiti. They have Pastor Ruga faction in Ogun State. They are where else? Waiting remain. Absolute nothing. So they are already divided, and that is why they will lick Buhari. Anybody, they will lick anyone's ass in northern Nigeria to endorse them, even if Boko Haram will endorse them, even if Mietela will endorse them, and the rest of them. But as for PDP, for 6 years, they watched Boko Haram do all of that they've done to the Igbos, to the Biafrans, to the IP, especially of late to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to Oloye Sunday Igboho. But guess what? This is them now coming to say, we saw what Buhari did to you. It's so unimaginable, unbelievable. But you know what? If you just vote for us, we will just rescue you. Okay? And then you see that restructuring. I will give it to you. Oh, you see that Biafra? We'll start talking about it. I mean, that's them all. So don't be surprised though, if all these PDP begin to push and push and push, and before you know it, they say they don't release Igbo, they've released Nnamdi Kanu, and it's because it's closing to the election. Because IPOB said sit at home, sit at home. We know they vote, we know they register to vote, we know they do anything, but there are still registered voters in Eastern Nigeria, okay? But they won't come out. So PDP knows that even if they manage to get the slot for Atifku, 50-50 from the northern Nigeria, it will have a way, it will have a scale through. But you see, the southern Nigeria, how can we get the Igbos to vote? Let's talk about Biafra. And Dokpesi said, IPOB is not doing anything wrong. All of you. You remember when they were shouting and shouting how the what do you call it? How IPOB, how the Biafrans are not smart enough to let, how they were going to allow APC to win election in Anambra. Blah, blah, blah. IPOB this, IPOB that. Since the election in Anambra, after the election in Anambra, did you hear anything? You are going to see all of them very soon. Okay? Dokpesi, don't throw the is thrown the dog whistle. IPOB is not doing anything wrong. They will say, okay, this is an opportunity for IPOB to embrace PDP because it's only PDP that will treat them right. Me, I am telling you, I am saying it to your face now. The first people who started there killing Igbos, the first political party that started there killing the Igbos in the name of Biafra, that same political party is PDP. People destroying people. Papa destroy Pekin. Papa destroy Pekin. So you see all these young guys are going to come because they need you. They will say the right thing and the blah, blah. You know what I mean? So that you can help them make the number count so that they can rescue you. If you enter Ram, you don't enter Ram again. And if you tell them, we want to do Biafra, Biafra. In fact, now that time, all of you will start missing Buhari. Because you see, that's this past 8 years, I told you, the people who have suffered most in their caucus of elites, they have been this gang of rogues that are going to present themselves as your alternative. So what should we do then, Mayegun? I have told you, it's one thing. Why are your leaders afraid of referendum? Is a question.
The crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They groomed them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. El Rufai brought them in. Bauchi State Governor brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and show me. Somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money. You come to Izombe, you come to Ohaji, you come to Ebema, you come to Aguleri, you come to Ebonyi. You take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building the way to Niger Republic. And you want me to be happy with you? Clap for you. Oh, Nigeria is doing well. One Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax that we pay. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger. Airport in Niger. Refinery in Niger. You take oil, crude oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum. Or as PPS as you call it. And you're telling me that that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere. And you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions. So that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back and say Nigeria is one. We must stay in it together. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You are being discriminated against. You're suffering. They're killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I'm a Democrat, I've subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Atiku Abubakar wrote to President Biden. In it, Atiku Abubakar said to come and help us fight terrorism, in order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is their game plan at the U.S. State Department for very many years, until we stepped in. They keep trotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I said it because you don't understand African history. Most of these people are not educated. When I say they say I'm insulting them, no, I'm not insulting you. Most of you are not educated. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we were born, where our umbilical cord, how long, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, you let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, the same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou, go to Yaoundé in Cameroon. Everybody living in the capital cities of Africa, they go back to their villages. They go back to their tribes where they come from. Do they do that in the Western world? During Christmas, these people migrating from, oh, I come from Florida, I'm going to Florida. No, you don't. Because people come from where they are born. We come from where our ancestors were born. That is the difference between black people in Africa and those from Europe and other parts of the world. We come from, so if you ask somebody, where do you come from? He or she will mention their village. That is what makes us Africans. Very, very unique. If you destroy that, you're finished as a people. In Africa, we are tribal. First and foremost, we belong to our tribe where we come from. That is why our people need to appreciate this. Very, very critical. That Africa is restructured to recognize where people come from. All these artificial creations by Europeans, Nigeria, this and that, all that rubbish. That is why you can never ever make any progress for the next 6 billion years. You can never ever make any progress in the zoo. Why is it, if we are not tribal, why would a whole presidency come out, Fulani presidency come out and say, we are defending Fulani headsmen? A presidency of the whole of Nigeria, so to speak. It is because by instinct, we are tribal beings in Africa. That is why Nigeria is unsustainable. That is why the man from Ishekiri has to vote to say, this is where I want to belong to. That is why referendum is the only way forward. That is why Africa is poor. Africans must recognize that this is who we are. You cannot live in Lagos if you're an Igbo man. During Christmas, you start traveling to Sokoto. It's impossible. You must go to Igbo land. You must. That's where you come from. And if they ask you, oh, but you were born in Lagos, you will say, no, that's where my parents come from. They ask your parents will say, that's where my parents come from. They will keep going back until they get to perhaps the 100th generation. That is who we are. And nobody can change it. We are not born on the streets. Some people were born along Ijora or Kota Highway in Lagos. Maybe they are from Urobo. You ask them, where are you from? They say, I'm from Urobo. But I was born in, but this is where I come from. That is who we are. That is why all these useless, idiotic countries created in Africa cannot survive. It can never ever survive. And how do we stop it? Only a revolution can stop it. Only a revolution. If you like, keep postponing it. If you like, keep putting it off forever and ever. Only a revolution can solve this very problem, because under a revolution, the powers that be, those that be making your life a misery, will be overthrown. Nobody will say it's a coup anymore. It is called popular uprising. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody deceive you. And that is why today some soldiers are listening and they are resigning from the army. How can you be a soldier in the Nigerian army and your village is being occupied by Fulani headsmen? Imagine those from Oyo or Ondo serving in the Nigerian army. These are my Yoruba brothers who are serving in the Nigerian army. You are from Yoruba, you are serving in the Nigerian army, doing one Nigeria. But your village is being occupied by a Fulani. The same people.
Mazi, I miss him. I actually do. And I can imagine what a tormenting years it's been for those who felt untouchable, unreachable, and above us all. And they can do whatever they want, just like God. Nnamdi Kanu entered their skins. You listened to that video completely, didn't you? Tell me, would you still believe when they tell you that Nnamdi Kanu preaches hate? Did you listen to that video? I bet you did. Let's see. Let's leave it at you are a Buhari idiot. Okay? Let's leave that. But did you listen to that message? Referendum. Let the Shekiris, the Robos, the Jaws, the Yorubas, the Egbas, let everybody say they want to be part of Nigeria. Why do you want to believe in the fraudulent Kolus? Old men who became somebody in their lives because they stole from you. Kolu. That's what somebody called them. Kolu.
Nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò páǹbọ̀ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ́yìí abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
Kọ́ọ̀lù. Referendum. That 1999 constitution is a fraud. Yes. If you continue to queue for votes from now till eternity, you will continue to be defrauded by the same people. When they are done, they will pass you on to their children. That's how it works. And you, when they are done with you, you will pass your own children on to them too. Don't leave this fight for your children to fight. I mean, if you are so starved of good leaders, people who can be your president, I mean, even if you are desperate to vote, if you are not a typical Nigerian, what is wrong with this guy being your president?
Not lie to you. You are failing the society. If you are not giving us
from other people who are giving the power, what will you do differently?
Win the election? We have made it very clear that we will tackle security, not the way they are tackling it now. I was the first person to suggest that army generals are making a big deal out of Boko Haram and insurrection or the insecurity, that it has become a business. I made a pronouncement that we fire all the military generals in this country. Everybody said I was crazy about a month ago. Now, by today, everybody in this country is saying that they should fire all the generals because of what's happening. Because Boko Haram has become a big business in the country. So we're going to do that differently. We are going to provide electricity, and we are in the northern part of the country today where we can use solar energy to provide over 4,500 megawatts of electricity. That will provide jobs for about 2 million young people in this part of the world. It will also provide electricity that is needed so that we can have 24/7 electricity. We have said we are going to take 13 million kids out of the streets by spending 100,000 naira each on a child to go back to school, so that there will not be people who are begging with bowls on Kano, in Sokoto, in Lagos. That is our plan for the country. We have said that we will pay 100,000 naira to as minimum wage as workers. The media is not reporting it. They are telling us that it will cause inflation. But guess what? Why is it that the 14 million naira that you are paying your senators per month is not causing inflation? A professor in a university in Nigeria is earning 450,000 naira per month. It will take a professor 2 years of salary earnings to make the amount of money a senator who probably did not graduate from a university is making in a month. And nobody is reporting that. We have said in this same country that we have an economic system that is all inclusive, that we will revolutionize agriculture, the tourism sector, health, that will provide universal basic health for our people, that is for free, that will provide free education, and even provide study allowances for students. 100,000 is what we are planning for every student per semester in this country. We have the money. We just need to reapply it to the people who are in need, because this country needs to stop feeding the greedy. We need to attend to the needy.
Finally, there is this fear that you are still being sponsored by Tinubu? What's your relationship?
So I'm sponsored by Tinubu, but I don't know who Tinubu is. And you all in the media cannot find evidence of even a meeting between me or Tinubu, or a phone call between me and Tinubu, or even any financial transaction. That means the media is not doing this. You cannot be reporting hearsays. You know, in 1992, when we go to meetings where we were fighting for democracy in this country in 1993, I will be sitting in front as the student union president of University of Lagos. Bola Tinubu will be sitting in the back. Before they will call him, I will have to speak first. With due respect, I may not be as old as he is, but I'm better and more influential than he is in this country. I have been doing activism for 30 years. Before Bola Tinubu set up TVC, I set up Sahara Reporters, you know, and I set it up on my own sweat with a laptop. But he used Lagos money and the Lagos Polytechnic as the headquarters. I challenge them all the time. I'm challenging Tinubu himself to come and say it publicly that I've ever met him before.
Even Tinubu gone, he shock you. You know, some message will say, as you are watching this video right now, go and read the comments. You will see all the Buhari idiots, right? Taking a turn like this. Boss. That is why I don't like Shogore. He's too proud. Look at that Shogore. God damn it, man. You have a budget of 17 trillion. And from that 17 trillion, almost 80% of it is going to go into paying the senators, paying their concubines and everything. One of them just gave birth now. One of the House of Rep members in Abuja, he just gave birth. He's been there since 1999. And he just gave birth to his 28th child. 28 children. That's how many kids the guy has. 28. He gave birth to the 28th today. Nigeria is feeding them. But somebody said, you as a student, you deserve to be paid 100,000 naira study allowance. Hey, my friend, I'm out. Nigeria should go. Nigeria young. You know what they say? They say, if you know what Nigeria did to us, if you discover it, you will never forgive Nigeria. See, many people who are asking that Nigeria should just break up, may everybody just find in level. Yeah? They used to love Nigeria. I'm telling you, these are people that, some of them, a year ago, they don't believe that Nigeria should break up. Why now? My friend, forget it. It's because you don't like Buhari. Some thought it was because people don't like Buhari. That's why they want to break Nigeria. A year after, today, and then they hold cutlass. Mayegume will break up. If I open my line right now, you'll be hearing them. Mayegun, bring your cutlass, bring your hoe, bring a dab, bring anything. Oh, break them up. Everybody just go your own way. We don't want election. So as for yourself, we may look like, why can't we do things to make Nigeria? It's not going to work. Do you understand? It's not. People are tired. How can you say Nigeria, we want Nigeria to work? And some of you are already queuing up to campaign for Atifku. Some of you are already queuing up because mentally, it has to be PDP. If it's not PDP, even if it's PDP, even in your PDP, after 16 years, after 23 years, all of you, young people, 22, 25, 30, 40, I'm calling 40 people young people because they see themselves as that. I'm young at 40. Baba, you'll be full at 40. You are campaigning for Baba 80, Baba 70 something. Tifnumbu, look at this. I'm just saying, you know, if I manage to grow old to this level, oh boy, una no go even see me again. If I hold and I can't get to this level, say, are you going to Dagbasha? Say, Baba, yo mo. Mayegun, unless how are you? Agbajeje sao. How is your mother? I won't be coming out to come and say I want to be your president. Imagine me, Mayegun. Can't they look like this at the age of 89? We are going to make, we are going to build your future for you. I am going to make sure that your children have a WAEC fee. Oh, I am going to be this and at this age, and you, 22 years old boy, 70 years old man, you are jumping up and down in PDP. For example, in PDP, una no get young person. All of your young people now all risers too. I told you, I said PDP is not different from APC. Okay, you see all this APC, all this Buhari Dins, Buhari Diderins, all these Buhari Dinotus, Buhari Dichatus, and all these guys, yeah. The Taliban. Sometimes when you see them, they are like Taliban. They are not different from PDP. Oh. Listen to me very well. Oh. That is why when I'm talking about APC, you will see the Buhari idiots. You will see the cyber barbarians. How much did Atiku pay you? I'm like, Oloma ja buried in Lomo. Oloma ja bioponu. I want to fund Lomo. When I was growing up, they would say, when you go to this Elewe Omo, they will say, you see this one, now to wash head, no put on for mouth. You see this one, when you cook it, you let it cool down. You will drink that one. You see this one, you go just cook them. You go dip them inside, come out them. If not, your son go just become a Fofungbemu Okponu or become an APC member or PDP member. When we were growing up, they were telling us that. They told us, well, not me. They told my mom, and they had to do it to make sure that the agbo that they are supposed to use to bath me, so that they don't give me that one to drink. The agbo that I'm supposed to drink, so that they won't use that one to bath me. If you look at all these Nigerians, PDP, APC, they are the same thing, no? They are Taliban in nature. If Atiku or anybody, any of them, any of these old criminals become their president again, then you go, they miss the Buhari idiots. Then you will see the articulated morons, articulators, articulated moguls, articulated scammers, articulated dash. All those things. You will see them. They are as Talibanistic as Taliban as the APC, Egbekegbe, Al-Qaeda People's Congress. I'm not joking. It may sound cracking to you. I'm just telling you that PDPO, APCO, and like this, 5 and 6. Just wait. And I'm talking to you directly now. You are jumping off election. You want to, my friend, shut up. We need to rescue Nigeria. Mini rescue. Beleo, rescue operator. We need to save Nigeria. Lifeguard, senior lifeguard operator. Oh yeah, jump into the river and save Nigeria. Oh yeah, go, save. Olodo, save Nigeria. Frosters won't save Nigeria. We will wait for all of you. Enjoy them. Fancy it. Make your money from it. Do all you can. Abuse us. Call us names. But we know the game. There's something called BLLB. Beshe law. Leshe mabo. When you finally finish, what you want chop when they finish, you can't come back. You're going to chop the truth where you they push aside now. I don't they do this, it don't say. I'm only saying it to you again. 22 years, 25 years, 30 years, 40 years. You they jump up and down for Baba 70, Baba 80 to plan your future. They say, is it not better for you to be part of the future that you want to feature in? Shouldn't you be part of that? Should you put that in the hand of all these frying pan and fire? They call them frying pan and fire. And like this, now I get a frying pan and fire. So the fire introduce frying pan. All of them can't enter frying pan. Now, when you say frying pan don't burn, it don't burn, it don't leak. All of them won't jump into fire. Good luck. Their election is fraudulent. If they come back with this, maybe we can start talking. If that is too much, let's go back to this. Maybe we can start talking. This is the true Nigeria. This is the combination of people who make up Nigeria. This is what I want us to talk about. This is what we decide the type of election you want to be part of. This is what we decide if you want to still be in Nigeria or not. You see all these people now, the owners of Nigeria, everybody get their own land. Though. You see Igbos there, boldly written. You see the Galas, you see the TVs, you see the Tiv, you see the Yorubas, you see the Nupes, you see the Bayis, you see the Awusas, and their land, they're, clearly mapped. You see all these areas, then get owners. They are not Nigeria because Nigeria has no land. These are the indigenous people of Nigeria. These are the people we said, instead of you jumping up for these old cargoes, old thieves, how about we start having a chat around this? How about we start talking about this? You get what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Do you get it?
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
You get it? So that's what we're talking about. And we hope that you will see to that too. And not this your bogus, fraudulent scheme and election that will give you nothing. You are only going to help them validate their fraud. And say, well, we have to rescue Nigeria. All right, knock yourself out. Good luck with that. Dokpesi said he will make sure that the Igbos vote. It is begging all of una now. Make all of una see if you want to reconsider. Because Dokpesi is saying that if he is still alive in 2027, if Atiku no hand over to an Igbo president, all of you should grab your camera and camera phone and meet him at Akpo Square. I've been at the, what is it called? I've been at Tafawa Balewa Square. I've been at Godwin Opara Square in Enugu. I've been wherever square where you want meet up, just come with your camera, come with everything. Baba will protest. And I just thought I should share that with you. If that sells, or if that sounds kind of ridiculous, right? Don't worry. Wait for when everybody will begin to make their statements now. So you as a Biafran will now go become a darling soon. Shebi Buhari said you are a dot. Ah, come on. PDP knows that you are not. For political exigencies and political advantage, oh man, you go see toasting. But before you start fighting your brother for Atiku, before you started, tearing yourselves apart for Atiku, remember, now Fulani Atiku. And at the same time, accepting Atiku means you accept Nigeria. If you believe in any lie they tell you, when that time comes, your brother may still be there for you. Don't fight your brothers. Don't tear on yourself. You see all these rogues, they can't do anything if you don't give them the lifeline. I mean, I don't talk my own. You understand? I've said my own. And I'm going to open the line. Let me open my line. But I'm going to go make myself a cuppa, a tea. That seems to still be warm. It seems warm. I'm still going to keep that. So give me a minute and I will open the line. If you have anything to add, the line will be yours in a moment. But do me a favor, okay? Before we do that, like that video, share it. If you haven't subscribed on my channel, come on, do that. If you have stayed this long and you would like to be back again, won't you? Come on, subscribe, like, do that. Do everything you need to do to tell others about Mayegun. And we'll be back in a minute.